Everyone's doing great today.
We're all happy today.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, what's your first name?
Bernie Sanders.
Oh, that's a great name. I love that name.
Thank you.
Is that really your name?
That is truly
I
my name.
love that
I was
name.
born with
Okay.
it. Yep.
So you're born
My mama loved me or something.
something weird. Okay. Anyway, so are we going? Are we rolling or we're not rolling? So this is our very first thing. Kristen and I came to this amazing Charlie Kirk event, Young Women Leadership. I don't know what's it called. Young Women
Leadership Summit.
Summit, yeah.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. And it's at the Gaylord Texan, and we were listening to a great speaker, and then we came out, and so my wonderful assistant, Kristen, saw this sign over here. She goes, oh my gosh, I love this lady. I love this lady. And we walked up, and here she is. So this
Yes.
is...
Bernie.
Okay, so first of all, I know you have the most entertaining TikTok show, so talk about why'd you even get started? Why'd you do that?
So I started actually writing articles and making T-shirts, and that was my shtick. And finally, I decided that I wanted to put my face out there and finally let people see me and start sharing my opinions about what was happening in America, because things were not doing so hot before 2024.
Yeah, when was this? When did you start?
So I started in 2023. I had the concept, and then in 2024, I started working every single day to try to make it a reality.
Okay, so what were you, when you're writing all that, what were you writing about? Like, what kind of stuff?
I just was writing my opinions on some of the things that I found intriguing, just current events, things happening with Joe Biden, who I call Bo Jiden in all of my videos.
I call him he who occupied the White House.
He did occupy it.
He did occupy, worse than any other occupy ever.
Can we even call him a president with all that auto pen?
Oh, it's so ridiculous. I mean, that guy, I actually do think it's criminal. I am a lawyer by background. It's criminal. You are pretending to be the commander-in-chief.
Correct.
And pardoning people, it's outrageous.
I know, and I heard that Peter Doocy just brought up to Caroline the other day that he went and looked at all of the documents that Joe Biden signed and only found one that it was an actual signature, and it was for Hunter Biden's pardon.
Okay, this I believe. I can actually believe that.
Wild, right?
But honestly, it's like the whole country doesn't really exist in the way everyone thinks it does.
Exactly.
You have elections, someone allegedly wins. I don't even think he won, but whatever you think about that. And then someone unknown is running the country.
Exactly.
And we just kind of all let it roll.
It was a whole team. I've heard that it was possibly Jill Biden's chief of staff that was running things too.
Okay.
So, very interesting.
Yeah. Well, even
Interesting
whoever
times.
was doing the little auto pen thing, someone behind the scenes is telling that person. That
exactly.
person, yeah, that would, I have my suspicions, short list of people who were doing that, but it wasn't the little staffers. It was,
Yeah. No, it had to be. It had to be bigger than that, for sure. But yeah, so I got involved in just speaking the truth, and then finally I put out as a joke a video about Jimmy Carter's funeral, and then everyone started hitting me up in the comments and saying, you got to do this full time, and so here we are.
Well, one thing is so entertaining because we were just looking at, I guess not that one, another one, Kristen was just showing me, but you are so entertaining the way you talk. You had some little, I guess it was a speeded up video. That probably was, that what we were looking at. It was Carter's, who's?
There's two actually Jimmy Carter funeral videos, and then there's one on the inauguration. There's also one on the Pope.
Okay.
That's a little controversial.
What's the one that you were talking, and Hillary Clinton came in and you're saying smoochy smoochy?
Oh, that's
my
the
God.
inauguration. Yes.
Okay.
And Bill's there going, that's my wife. Yeah.
I mean, your voices and the comments and
Thank
the
you.
video streaming. Okay, so it's called Freedom and Whiskey.
Yep, that's me.
On TikTok.
Yep, I'm on TikTok. That's Freedom Whiskey. And then also on Instagram, and that's Freedom and Whiskey US.
Okay, that's freedomandwhiskey.us.
Just US.
Just US.
Yep,
Okay.
Freedom and Whiskey US.
All right, so I must tell you, I'm probably a little more old school.
Okay.
My assistant sends me things like, oh, this is great. But yeah, I get kind of, anyway, I love what you do.
Thank you.
It's so great. Plus, being in a place like this, are you meeting some young people?
Yeah, no, it's really fun. And I very much like to talk to people in person. And so it's been very interesting having to connect with people over the phone, because that's just not what I do. I love meeting people in person. So.
But your Freedom and Whiskey, you are just you delivering your commentary or humor, right? I mean, you're not interviewing people, or?
Well, this is actually the first time that I'm doing interviews. This is my first booth, so.
Do I get a prize? I'm your first interview?
You do, actually. I have bags. I 100% have bags.
I think this is the coolest damn thing. So first of all,
Thank
just
you.
thank you for, this is too fun for words.
Good.
Thank you for what you do. And honestly, I think that there are people out there of every generation, every background, and a lot of people can just see truth. They just see things are true, and they're watching this parade of the news and parade of the occupying the White House. And oh, actually, I do have to ask you. So, have you done any commentary yet about these riots, about the LA riots?
I haven't. I was getting this beautiful thing set up, but I will be going back and recapping the things that I missed while I was here. So
Okay.
it takes me about 8 hours to make a video each day. So
A video of how long?
of about 3 to 5 minutes.
8 hours. I
Yeah.
believe that totally. 8
Yeah.
hours, get 3 to 5. Yeah, because you got to get it just right.
I have to research too. I have to know. I have to have a very clear picture and an all-encompassing view of what is actually happening before I can form an opinion on it.
That's actually very noble. I mean, it's serious,
Takes a long
substantive
time.
preparation. No,
Yes.
it is really important because a lot of people are out there just kind of, my expression is slogan slinging. They hear some famous slogan, they spit it out. They don't have any more idea than the doorknob about what's actually happening.
Right.
So if you really want to give commentary, you have to research, think, reason.
Yep. And,
I love that.
And if people are taking their time to watch my video, I want to make sure I'm giving them the best picture that I can. I know that it's a short period of time, so I want to make sure I'm well educated on it before I put it out there.
I love it. Plus, they're always saying these days that the average attention span
It's very short.
somewhere range 3 to 5. Yeah,
I know.
I do a 1 hour talk show, and I do did a whole just yesterday a whole long interview with some guy, a great guy, in depth, in substance about economic policy and the tariffs and all these things. I mean, I'm so wonky. I'm into that.
No, I
And
love that.
But a certain generation is going to go, oh my gosh, just give me the 3 bullet points, would
Well,
you?
sometimes even my 5-minute videos are too long for people, so it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But we're doing the best we can, right?
Well, given how much my colleague Kristen loves your videos, I know I'm going to start. I do have TikTok, and then I only turn it on when she says, "Go here, look at this," and I do it.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much
Good.
for watching.
Thank you. You are so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you. I
It was
really
really fun
appreciate
talking to you.
that. Yeah, you too.